Hi, I'm Hazel, and today I'm going to be comparing the speed of running old raids on the BfA Alpha versus what it is now in Legion. The dream here is to assess the impact of the Stat Squish on activities like mount farming and mog hunting. The BfA Alpha character that I'm using is a level 110 Mage at item level 190. For a reference point, on the BfA Alpha, the PostSquish Antorus LFR item level is 195, down from 915, so you could equate this character to being approximately 910 or so on live. For the live Legion comparison, I'm using two characters. The first one is my level 100 Bank Alt Mage at item level 714 for a same class comparison that actually favors the BfA character. The second one is my Priest in Holy at 958 for an example of what running the raids feels like in Legion at endgame. The first raid that we're checking out is the Molten Core. In endgame Legion gear, trash is a one-shot and bosses are 1 to 2 shots each. On my Legion Mage, it's about the same story. On BfA Alpha, the trash was taking 2 to 3 attacks each and the bosses a few more. We had an average of a 6-second kill time on the bosses, up from 3 seconds in Legion. Slower, but not the end of the world yet. Our next stop was Tempest Keep. In endgame Legion gear, Void Reaver took just under 2 seconds to kill. Step down to the level 100 character in Legion and you're looking at 1 minute and 5 seconds, mostly because of his chain silencing. For many bosses, a 1 or 2 shot is a big step up over even 3 to 4 attacks, because zerging the boss instantly lets you bypass mechanics which can be tough to manage solo. The BfA Mage versus Void Reaver was quite something. Start to finish, it took me over 2 minutes and I wasn't at all sure that I was going to win. Obviously this is going to be significantly harder than running this at 120 in endgame gear, but it's hard to deny that the Stat Squish is definitely making old raids tougher at this stage of Alpha. Void Reaver felt a little unfair with all of his silences, so I took the mages to Black Temple to fight Nagentis. The Legion Mage had him down in about 10 seconds. On my BfA Mage, 48. The next stop is ICC, where we test our stuff against Maragar. That is, if we can defeat the trash. In endgame Legion gear, the trash is a one-shot with Holy Nova and Maragar dies in 8 seconds. On our Legion Mage, trash is a 2-shot and Maragar dies in 48 seconds, partially because of a spell lockout mechanic. On my BfA Mage, this is where the journey ends. Normal 25-man Maragar was too much for my level 110 BfA Mage. He won. It wasn't even close. The boss was above 70% health when I died. Playing with better strats and self-healing will probably give better results, but I tend to stop running old raids right around the time that I have to actually look at them instead of my second monitor. I had big plans to test Dragon Soul, Siege, and even BRF, but that's as far as I can get post-squish on a level 110. Now keep in mind that first, this is alpha and we could see significant tuning on the Stat Squish before it goes live. In my experience, it has never been Blizzard's intention to impact the farming of old content. And second, it's going to be a whole different story at level cap in endgame gear. The Stat Squish has brought all of the existing content closer together, but we all know that the item level is going to shoot for the sky again at 120, so this isn't necessarily representative at all of what things will actually be like at 120. So, does the Stat Squish make it harder to run old raids in BfA? Absolutely. It's hard to say otherwise. However, is it time to start panicking? I'm gonna go ahead and say no. Thanks for watching, let me know what you think of the Stat Squish, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye!